We're live. Hello.
Hello, Eurovision fam. It is Junior Eurovision week. Woo! Hey,
Woohoo.
let's get the party started. And we also have national final news. We're going to talk about the French song and a couple other announcements that came out of Eurovision this last week. It is the second stream of our season and probably the only one where we're going to talk about Junior Eurovision. So, yeah, hope you're excited.
I'm very excited. I'm just going to wait for some people to kind of trickle in a little bit. So I'm going to mute
hmm
myself, White Claw.
Did you say get yourself a White Claw?
No, I know. I don't have White Claw. I am drinking a seltzer water in a can. It's just plain water. It's called Liquid Death.
Oh, Liquid Death. That's fun. I love Liquid Death.
I don't like this flavor. Not going to be buying that flavor again, but
Which
it's
flavor
here.
sucks?
Lime. It tastes like cleaner. All right. Hello,
Oh,
Georgios. Georgios is here like
Georgios
always.
is back.
Welcome.
Yes.
All right. Yep. So I guess let's go ahead and kick it off. So we'll save the article because the article is kind of tied into our main topic of the day, which again is going to
Yeah.
be our JESC kind of like talk about the song situation. Hello, Augusto.
Hello, Augusta.
So Ukraine revealed the 10 of the acts are going to be competing at Vidbir. The 11th one will be a wild card. So I'm going to just go through the list, and they have the genres that the meat songs are going to kind of be. So Alyona, and Jerry Heil. I keep saying her name differently each time. Let me erase that. Alyona, and Jerry Heil. They'll be having like a pop rap folk situation going on. We already knew those two were going to be in. Like,
I mean, they were the name at the top of the list in every list. In every list that I saw that announced names. Yeah, but I mean, like, come on.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Drevo is gonna have a pop rock song. Ingrid is gonna be bringing us indie pop. Melovan is gonna be bringing us pop, and also, just real quick with Melovan, I'm glad he's not like dying, because there was that whole thing with like the mistranslation. Yeah, it was. I think he's just diabetic. I don't mean to say like, oh, just diabetic. I mean, he's diabetic. It's a man.
I'm sure he'll definitely clarify that too.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of just speculation can get weird. So.
No, he clarified that's what was happening.
Oh, okay, very nice.
Yeah,
very
that
nice.
was the clarification. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm having flashbacks to the Jonas Brothers. Loki. Remember that?
Oh my gosh! Like, oh, Nick, baby Nick.
I don't know any of their names. I know one of them is getting divorced from Sophie Turner.
I think that's Kevin. or it's Joe. Or it's Joe. It can't be Nick, right? Right? I like how there's three of them and I can't remember a single thing.
One of them is married to that one Indian actress who's really pretty, right?
I think that's Nick. Nick, I think, is the one who's married to the really pretty Indian actress.
What is her name?
I think Kevin might be the one who can't find love, but Joe,
have you seen his?
I mean,
I'm sorry, my cat's jumping on things.
Out of the four Jonas Brothers, he's fourth place. But
I think there's more than just four. Okay, back to the list. Sorry, I didn't mean to get us off topic. Yakta. Oh my gosh, am I still on?
Yeah, you're still on.
He's like.
Our special guest is gonna make you drop the stream really quick.
He did last time.
Mm-hmm.
What are you
He's
doing?
a good luck charm. Thankfully, my kitty is over there where he is thankfully sleeping and not screaming in my face.
Go lay down. No, okay, this is the issue. Shoot, I don't want to drop you. Sorry. No!
Animal hijinks.
Okay, you know what? He knocked over my water.
You get it here first.
Why are you being like this today? You were being a good boy earlier.
Honestly, give him a script at this point.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
No, don't bite me.
Ooh, retaliation.
Oh my gosh, I froze at the worst angle. Okay, there we go. That's better. Sorry about that. Hi, sorry about that. Okay, anyways, we were going through the list still. Then we have Yak Talk. It's going to be bringing us some pop music.
Mhm.
Nahaba, alternative folk. Nazva, alternative folk. Skylar, who I'm very excited for. She's actually fab. I've been listening to her for a couple of months now. She's going to have us some Folkish Poke Yadogi, who I listened to some of their stuff yet last night because I was curious. Jordan, they're going to be your favorite act this year. And then
Okay.
Cypher Blot will be bringing us indie pop. So we kind of have all that going for us.
We're in for a very pop-ish lean for Vidbir, but that's also not super uncommon.
What are you doing? Okay, you know what? Pause.
Hello, Carol, and forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name, but hello, it's good to have you on the stream.
I keep getting like knocked off at weird angles. Okay.
He wants attention.
He does want attention. He really does, but he's not going to get that right now. Thank you. Okay.
Collab moment.
That's the real collab right there. What Eurovision artists also have cats that can collab with us? No, I'm thinking about that interview you did where before the interview started, that's the cat knocked everything over 2 years ago.
Oh my god!
That was 2 years ago, right? Or was
that
that
was
last
2
year?
years ago. No, that was 2 years ago.
Oh man, classic.
I remember the interview too. That was the first interview. That was the first interview of the season.
Yeah. So,
but anyways.
So yeah, I'm sorry. Looking at the confirmed list so far, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Vidbir is gonna be one of the stronger national finals this year, as always. And then there will be one more artist selected via like a vote online thing, and we will find out who that is going to be at the end of December. The songs will be released at the beginning of January, and we can kind of fold it Vidbir and tuck it away, for the next couple of months here.
I wonder what kind of angle Ukraine is going to go in, because they went with like kind of like bassy electronic last year, and then prior to that like with rap folk. Pop, I'm a little less familiar with what a pop Ukrainian Eurovision entry sounds like, so I'm really curious to see what the artists provide to produce that kind of sound.
Okay. Yeah, I'm honestly, I think, because I feel like they don't want to be pigeonholed into anything, but like we've got a decent amount of pop, we've got a decent amount of folk, we've got a decent amount of like indie folk and indie pop, and we've got hip hop in here. And like, I feel like Ukraine is probably the country that's the least phobic of sending hip hop at this point.
I think they are too.
It got them a win once, and it checks out. And like when it comes to Vidbir, since I've really been following it for the last 5-6 years, I've been like really more intensely watching it every year. And now you knocked your toy on the floor. And like as I've been watching it through that time, they've always had at least like one hip hop rap song in it.
Well, I mean, even when like Ukraine hosted in 2017, they opened the first semifinal with Monatik, and that was just like a dancey rap number that was all fun and purely Ukrainian. Like it felt like a Ukrainian rap. They decided to open everything with that. And ever since then, I was like, you guys are really confident in the genre, as they should be, because it's great.
They do the genre well. Just looking at some comments here. So the full results of 2023 semifinals and 2022 disqualified juries have been published. I'm gonna have to go looking for that.
I need to go
that sounds
see
juicy. That sounds juicy. Thank you, Nanolo.
Thank you, Nanolo. Wow.
I have to.
Interesting insight. Yeah, that'll be something to have like a glass of tea over later.
Right. And then of course Carol apostrophe Elorda. I feel like that's a reference to like a cartoon or something. The last time I watched one of your live streams of the bricks revealed past era of Jordan. Okay, that was back in the days.
I own it. I had bricks days. I know the struggles of being a bricks baby. Now I'm not that. But
I think if I had to choose like a country or countries I was obsessed with as a kid, countries that no longer exist, were kind of like my jam. I really enjoyed that kind of like a situation, like, oh, things that have dissolved in some different way. Yeah.
Yeah, you strike me as like a Scythia or a Bactria.
Yeah, I had a love of the Prussian military that I feel was not appropriate for like a 12-year-old to have.
Oh,
Um
nice.
I I we can talk about that and how heavily it influenced the early American military and militaries around the world being very heavily influenced by the Prussian military.
Interesting.
Um I also used to write weird Frederick the Great fan fiction, but that's okay. We don't need to worry about that right now.
Okay.
Sorry. All right. And then Augusta Dominguez. Hello, Augusto, my beloved. I appreciate the country that has a switch up every year, and Ukraine does that for us. I appreciate their efforts. I really do too.
Hmm.
And I
Yep.
think that's like, because like they were in their little pop streak for a while. Um, but I feel like ever since Jamala won, they've been more willing to play things or play around with things more. Because I mean, like when they
Hmm.
hosted, they brought us a rock song that most people weren't feeling. I liked Time, to be
I like
honest.
Time too. Yeah.
Um, After that, what was that? 2017. After, oh my gosh, no, that was 2017.
2018 it was Melvin, so they went
2018
like
was Melvin,
spooky.
like spooky vampire boys.
Yeah.
We're good with that. We love a vampire boy interview. The new Interview with the Vampire is fab. Highly
Mhm.
recommend. And then
And then it was supposed to be Maruv with a clubby, loungy, like really bass
a
heavy
Swedish
dance
stop
number.
pop song.
Swedish stop pop, exactly.
There we go.
And it was
Um,
executed well. Executed well.
it was. I don't think it was gonna win like some people did. I really that
That's
wasn't gonna win.
really high margin pull for that
That was
video.
some pearl clutching. That was gonna be someone's grandma was gonna have a stroke watching that. Um, and then what 2018 was gonna be.
No, 2019 it was going to be Solove.
Yeah, thank you. No, that
Yeah.
was 2020.
No, yeah, 2020. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I have not been sleeping well. My numbers are
Skipping
all off.
things. Yeah, solo they
Mhm.
like yeah, like they kind of switch it up each year. And yeah, you can kind of see where solo they leads to Maru was 2019.
Mhm.
Who was 2018? Now I feel bad.
Melvin.
Right. I am like
And then
we already
oh,
established
Torvald,
that.
time was 17. All right,
17
so
was
now we have the
time.
timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we went from kind of like folky, kind of R&B jazz, a little bit of trip hoppiness with Jamala, straight up hard rock with, Time when that came out. Maruv was not 2019. Okay, so it's gonna be Swedish stop pop, really bassy. 2020 was gonna be Solove. Yeah,
Mhm.
contest got canceled. And then we got, oh my gosh, what's the name of the song? Shum. For 2021, and you can see where Shum then leads into Stefania for
Mhm.
2022. And then from Stefania, we went to this year, which was Dvorchi, which was again like
Mhm.
kind of like a pop. It was like an electronic kind of 80s retro throwback pop vibe. It
Mhm.
was like, yeah, no.
With like an organ, like it was very once again different for just the sound that Ukraine had been producing in recent years. Because like that like kind of churchy, like I forget the exact word for it, but that sound, that specific sound that they like married in with
Hmm.
the like bassiness of it.
Oh, it's fabulous. It's
Yeah.
great.
Hmm.
And here's another statement from Carol apostrophe Allard, which I agree with as well, which is Eurovision without rap and hip hop in this era, it was like Eurovision in the 80s without rock and synth music, a huge mistake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you
Wow.
listen to,
Yeah. We
yeah,
agree.
yeah, no, I agree. Because it's like if you're ignoring something that's happening majorly musically within like your, what is it, like within music in your era, you're kind of like going, oh, well, that's not real music, I feel like. Because if you
Mhm.
go back and you watch like the 80s Eurovisions, they don't feel like the 80s. They feel very 70s. Like they're very stuck in like kind of a singer songwriter ballady era. Like they're
Yeah.
like, oh, we can't listen to that synth music that the kids listen to. Or like,
Every so often, Eurovision has kind of like a couple songs that feel like they stalled in 10
mhm,
years ago. Like that's a trend that happens sometimes in the contest, but it was especially prevalent in the 80s, as you were saying.
Yeah, I mean the 90s had some of that too, where it was like, is it really 1996? It feels like it's 1984. But yeah.
I mean, call it though, because it also. Never mind.
Yeah, there's some dated ballads in there.
Dated
But yeah.
ballads. With love,
Uh,
though. I love so many.
so let's go ahead and let's talk about your article because that leads us into our
Yes.
main topic of the day.
You guys, oh my gosh. So, Junior Eurovision is finally coming this next Sunday. Actually, it's going to be in a little bit less than a week if you count back an hour.
Yeah.
But what we have going on is 16 songs, 16 delegations, including Estonia's debut at the Junior Eurovision Song Contest 2023 in Nice, following Lissandro's victory in Yerevan with the song Oh Maman. And once again, I love Junior Eurovision. Like, I know a lot of Eurovision fans, a lot of Eurovision viewers, they don't like, they're just like, oh no, that's outside of the realm of the entertainment that is Eurovision, when it really is, it's the same thing, but I want to say like an appetizer version. It's like before you get into the Eurovision season, the amount of stress that is, the amount of hoping for national final things to win, and like getting surprised by internal releases. Junior Eurovision is a smaller scale, it's more bite sized, and it's friendlier, just generally overall. So, with that said, go ahead and check out my article on Eurovision
Mm-hmm.
Fam on our site, where you could see kind of my deep dive, just looking at the lyrics and listening close enough to the production and everything of all of the songs. And also remember that you can vote on jesc.tv for your favorite entry by the time all the songs are performed. And they will be combined with professional votes, jury votes as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, go ahead and check it out, you guys.
Yeah. Not only that, but just like read his article. It's great. And it gives you kind
Yeah.
of a little rundown if you want something kind of short and brief to kind of go instead of watching the whole stream, but you should still watch the whole stream because we're going to be talking about each of these songs.
Mhm.
I guess we'll just go in alphabetical order because that's like the most fair, I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, and I just want us to say real quick, I do enjoy Junior Eurovision
Mhm.
because it's like it's a playlist I can put on and I have to worry about anything popping up that might not be child appropriate.
Yeah.
And the other thing I enjoy about Junior is just the fact that it's very it gives you a chance to hear kids music or kid music for kids that isn't awful. And I want children to know that there's music out there that's not bad. And so I feel like Junior is important for that because I can only put up with so much, like, what is it? Itsy Bitsy Spider before I want to like just jump off a cliff. Or as my roommate's baby likes to sing, he likes to sing Baby Shark, but he combines it with Farrah Jaka and Old MacDonald. So he goes like, and he doesn't know how to enunciate the words, so he's like singing like Farrah Jaka, Baby Shark, da 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 da, yeah yeah yeah, and he'll just sing that for hours on end.
So he sounds like when you're just like skipping between all of the songs together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That
like
would that would make me
3
seek out
hours
the nearest
straight.
cliff as well. I would also seek out the nearest
It's
cliff.
really cute. It's honestly very cute, and I always try to get him to like finish the song with me. But he gets tired of that. He's like, "No, that's not how it goes." The next part's yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
I wonder if there is an actual mix of all three of those songs where it's just like jarly put together.
If I was a DJ, I would make that like the person who remixed that guy asking for chicken tenders, and I'm like, "I want chicken tenders." I'm like, "Yes." It just, yeah, no. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's go ahead and I think we're gonna get into this. Okay, are you gonna jump on my? Let's not do this right now. Thank you. No,
Trying to
move.
cause trouble.
He is
Be
trying to
trouble.
cause trouble. That's what he does. He's trouble. Sorry. Am I frozen again?
You are.
Okay.
There we are. Okay, you're back.
No, it's because he steps on my computer and then it asks me if it wants me to leave the page, like because I didn't want to get kicked out like I did yesterday, our last stream. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start this off with talking about Albania. Do you want to
Oh,
talk about
yes.
Bota Ime by Viola Ghiselli first?
Yeah, so this song, it won the Junior Festivali Congas, and I was kind of confused by it at first. I was listening to it and I noticed that there was kind of like a trappy beat, there was like a swaying vocal, and I just kind of sat with it and I was kind of like calculating it. And as I sat with it, I noticed that it was growing on me more and more. With this song, it kind of has a similar, I almost want to say, a melodic quality to Rihanna's Love on the Brain, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I hear it. Well, I didn't go Rihanna's Love on the Brain personally.
Hmm.
My mind went to it's giving me sorry, I'm probably frozen again. To me personally, it made me think of an R&B song straight up. Like I was like, okay, like I wasn't feeling it in the live version, but
Hmm.
once we got like the studio cut, I listened to that yesterday. Like I put on the playlist and I was like reorganizing my kitchen. And I was
Hmm.
like, oh, okay, this is like a straight up kind of R&B song, isn't it?
Hmm.
And the vocal she has, it suits it so well. Her voice is gorgeous and it's like a big kind of like mid-tempo R&B ballad almost. And
Hmm.
like I was really feeling it. I thought it was like super good for that sort of a thing. And that's
It
sort of a
was, and it's
vibe.
unusual for Albania to send that kind of a thing too.
Oh yeah, I think it is. I mean, Albania likes a big vocal
Hmm.
in both adult and junior. And I feel like R&B is a modern genre of music that lends itself really well to a big vocal.
Hmm. And it's well executed too. I mean, like
Mhm.
as she was able to perform it, yeah, she was able to nail the vocal, and I'm excited to see how like they decide to amp certain elements of it up by the time it's in Nice.
Yeah. And I think like for me, it works much better in studio than it did live. But I think that's
Mm,
also because it's a different mix. Are you biting me, young man? I'm not
looks
putting
like
you
he
down.
is.
Don't bite me. I'm not putting you down. Sorry. Um, yeah. I'm stroking my cat like a villain. No, but for real, like I think that like Viola, great voice. I feel like the song's well executed, and it feels like a modern, catchy R&B pop song.
Yeah. And I mean, lyrically, it's very nice too. It's about spending time in your fantasy world where everything is just its
Mhm.
most ideal. And it's like, as someone who perceives art seriously myself, that's something I can really, I can get with. I can really understand that message, and it feels
Mhm.
like I can identify with it.
We're not stepping on the keyboard. Yeah, I think that the moral is good. It feels child appropriate, which is always important with Junior.
Hmm.
And yeah, no, I do enjoy it, and I think that it's a good bit of music from Albania. So
Yeah.
from Albania, should we talk about Armenia
Yes.
and the Yan
Young girls,
girls?
do it my way. Whoa.
I love this.
Whoa, you guys. Oh my
It's like
God.
straight up K-pop. It's so good.
It is.
It's
It
like
is.
number one, I love a girl group. I always love a
Uh-huh.
girl group.
Hmm.
When I see little girls at junior together, it makes me think of my sister, my friends. When we were little, we used to pretend like we were girl groups. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Like it was just like it just brings me back to that. It does sound very K-pop structurally. It also makes me think of Chains on You, which I hated. But this is like if Chains on You was listenable. Stop biting
I
me.
mean, I'm a Chains on You defender, but I completely understand what you mean.
The music video for Chains on You literally triggers migraines in me. I can't watch it. Um, yeah.
This song, though, I love how, or at least, okay, so now I'm thinking specifically about the music video because I experience Blackpink vibes. Yes, Nada in your area, or like however that went. But the music video, I was looking at every single one of the girls like individually, like one, two, three, four, five, and they all were giving like I am number one energy, you know?
Oh yeah,
Like
they
I
brought
am the
it.
best, quote to anyone vibes. Like they are queens. They own the music video and they're gonna own the stage. Like they are all energy.
The styling in the video gave me like low key TLC vibes,
Mm.
and
Oh,
I was
like the
like,
tunnel,
yes, yes.
the tunnel room.
It was like if you think of like like late 90s rap music videos. I was like, oh yeah, this is it.
Hmm.
Dorcas Papadopoulos. Armenia sounds like three Blackpink songs mashed together. I love it. I think it's one of the possible winners. And honestly, that last statement, I think it's one of the possible winners.
I think
Agreed.
so too. I think
Because
so
there's a
too.
lot of this year. There's a lot of slower songs. I feel like, and like, don't get me wrong, the slower songs are gorgeous and I love them. But when you listen to the full playlist, this is one of the ones that stands out because
Truly
it's like one of the
contrasts.
upbeat ones, and like it's so good, it's so catchy, and I can totally see it winning. And Peter Hadich says this will probably win televoting.
What do kids love? K-pop. Like the kids
do.
love K-pop. They love Blackpink, and this is going to be in their area.
Yeah.
As said by Miss Girl, and I'm going to be quoting that all season into adult Eurovision season. It doesn't matter.
It's on my main playlist. It's on my my main playlist, and I love it because like every year I kind of have a playlist of songs from that year. So like I don't know, one day I might go back and go my favorite songs of insert year here, and so like I think about doing that every year. I haven't done it yet, but like I'm totally put that. I'm sorry.
If he's purring so loud.
You're getting kitten ASMR. I am sorry about that, but like it's either you get kitten ASMR or he jumps to the keyboard. He likes to use my microphone as a as like a place to like rest his head and scratch it.
Oh, baby.
Even like if I'm not using it, that's what he likes to use my mic stand as.
His little pink beans. Oh my god.
He does have pink beans. He did get a name suit too, so we're very happy. But yeah.
Sweet child.
Igor, stop. There you go. Stop biting me. There we go. Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, like no, it's there.
Okay. For a second, I thought I froze.
Okay, is there a nickname for it? Because Carol, A-pop, AM pop, arm pop, how should we call it? Is there a name for Armenian pop music? Because I just call it Armenian pop music.
I mean, I call it anything that's Milena / Tokyo 9.
It's like I think of like when I used to work at my job I was at before I'm at the job I'm at now, I used to listen to like was it Sarosh all the time at work. And my the guy who sat behind me was like, "What are you doing? Like, who number one?" He's like, "How do you know who that is?" I'm like, she's amazing. Why wouldn't I know who she is?
She's just amazing, and I found her.
He's like, okay, yeah, no, but like I used to listen to like a lot of her, but because Kazakh pop music is Q-pop. So, what do we call Armenian? A-pop, apricot pop.
Maybe A-pop for Hayastan.
There we go. But no,
potentially, I don't know. We need to consult some Armenians.
Armenians, what do we call your pop music?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's great. I think it's a potential winner. If it wins the televote, I can see that happening. Yeah, I think it's a good one. I think also when it comes to junior, the winner is kind of more determined by the jury than the televote.
Yeah,
a lot of the time
that's definitely I feel like been the case
because like the televote points are always super similar. Like they seem to be very tight together. All right, let's go ahead and let's talk about our next one, Estonia, our debut. And they are sending us, oh my gosh, how do I pronounce this? Arhana with the song Hoyama Koku.
And what a debut.
Oh my gosh, where were they at? Estonia.
Where were they?
Estonia, we needed you. We needed you, Estonia.
Like
that
it's
song,
wintry, you know? It's just wintry. It's blizzardy. I love it.
It's gorgeous. Number one, I feel like Estonia and Finland both should never send songs in English to like adult Eurovision because
just bar them specifically from ever doing it ever again.
Because those are two of my favorites, like languages, like the way they sound when they're spoken. I don't know what anyone's saying to me, but I just love like the rhythm and the melodic nature of the languages when spoken. That hearing them in a song, I'm like, yeah, this is even better. Like, why would you choose to send a song in any language but one of these two? Like, I think that they both sound like they just sound very beautiful to me. Like the opposite of English. No, English sounds fine. But yeah, no,
there's some English in the song. There is enough
to give you like a hint of what the song's about.
Mhm.
And again, it's a mentality I can get behind of like friendship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I like that. And I think that it's just like, and like the swell of it is really beautiful. And I found myself getting affected by it way more than I thought I would when I was
Mhm.
listening to it.
Yep.
It's just absolutely gorgeous. I really, really, really like, I want to know where Estonia was because we could
Like,
have been
what
having more of this.
incentivized them? Because this is quite the debut. It's a very, very serious song. Like, oh
Mhm.
my gosh. Incredible how seriously they're already taking the contest, because there are some countries who we're even going to talk about now who, like, when they debuted, eh.
Yeah. Like, what were you doing, homie? But
Yeah.
no, I love this one, and I find myself like, I think this is one of the slower ones. I find myself wanting to listen to the most,
Mm,
because I just think it's beautiful, and I thought her voice,
mhm.
like,
And the harmonies, like
uh-huh.
the layered
Mhm.
harmonies with the orchestration, how it just sounds so like, once again, it's like wintry, but also so magnanimous at the same time.
It's good.
Dang,
It's gorgeous. It's
well
so
done.
good. It's
Yeah.
so good. Like, again, it's made it onto like my main playlist. Like, I'll tell you what, this song transitioning from this into oh, what's that Celine Dion song? It's all coming back to me. But I
Oh,
only listened to the
wet.
full album version of it. Yeah, and like I get that transition coming through sometimes. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, it works.
From the end of the Estonian song.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I see it
yeah.
now.
You're like, what's she talking about? You go, oh, okay, yeah, no, this,
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's good. Just a comment here from Georgios Papadopoulos. Estonia is very cute, and I think it's memorable. I personally really like it, but I don't see it finishing top 3. I don't know because again, I feel like the jury sway Junior more than the televote does. I see this doing better with the jury than with the televote.
Hmm. I also see that too. But to what degree, it's kind of hard to tell. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we don't know how Estonia really behaves yet as a junior delegation at
Yeah.
the show. That will be able to affect literally everything. So we're gonna keep an eye on Arhana's experience, because this song, it's just, I'm really happy that she's delivering it.
All right, and another comment from Carol. Apostrophe Allard. I don't like the English to translation into English. Like, are you talking about you don't like the what the lyrics are in English, or are you saying like you don't like the part where they switch over to English?
I thought the lyrics, when translated to English from Estonian, were pretty nice, but I
Oh, it
also
says
do
transition
think.
to English. Okay, so I think she's talking about like I think Carl's talking about the where the song switches over to English. I'm
Hmm,
sorry, I can't
I
read.
can agree with that.
Yeah,
Mhm,
it kind of feels a bit jarring, maybe. Yeah, I can see that. I
mm,
can see where we don't want the English there necessarily.
yeah,
I think it's just because like the two languages are so different.
mhm, and let's remember, like, all of these kids, they do not have an adult European comprehension of English yet, to whatever
Mhm.
degree that might be for their respective countries. So, like, it's easy lyrics for them to grasp onto as well and be able to remember.
Yeah. So should we move on to the next one? We have France, and the song is by oh my gosh, I cannot say the name Zoe. Zoe Clazer with the song Queer.
This song is okay. Like, we get it, France. You're gonna be French. You're gonna be so French.
So you think you
You're
can
not.
France?
This song, like, I seriously cannot name a song in the lineup that gives French pop harder than France, but that will literally never be the case anyways, because
Sir,
this.
it's a French Eurovision song being performed in France. Like, remember what she looks like?
She
It
looks
sounds a
French.
little weird.
She looks so
Like,
French.
I see her, I go, "Oh my gosh." I'm, like, taken back to being a child in the basement of my stepfather's restaurant, like, just listening to French pop music from, like, the early '80s, late, like, '90s, and this is so
Mhm.
in that, like, spot. No, this is great. This is good.
It's very like voguey. It has like a freshness to it, which I mean,
It
like I
does.
really like to compliment because the lyrics are a little random,
Hmm.
but setting that aside, I mean, like the beat is hot and the vocals are fun. It is catchy, and like I find myself singing this song all the time, pretty much, yeah, all the time. And I just love the fact that it's so confident. There's like an
Hmm.
overwhelming sense of confidence in this song, or at least definitely that I saw in the music video. Yeah, I really highly anticipate just kind of like a bombastic kind of show.
France is my favorite French entry since Ben Bam Toi. I think France could win, and I love it. Yeah, there were Bim Bam Toi should have won. Um, I will
Probably
stand by
making
that
that
statement.
Fortnite money though. And she's gonna be
I
hosting the
mean,
opening ceremony.
I play Fortnite, and I
remember,
have that
remember,
as the
remember when she
emote.
drew Portugal as like the closing song
Uh huh.
for 21 and Osterdahl's face? It's just that was a time. But yeah,
Iconic. But yeah, no, Georgios
Flower.
Papadopoulos. I can
Mhm.
see that. Carmen is saying France aiming for another win. I really do think France. I think
It
at
could
this
happen.
point, France is going to be like one of those countries like Armenia and Georgia, where it's like junior is where it's at for them.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Which I mean, hey, good for y'all. I'm glad.
yeah.
Welcome.
I mean, honestly, I'll take it. Like, if I get a good like French pop song every year, I don't care if it's coming from a child. I'm gonna bang it. Like, I'm gonna just blast that one out.
Yeah, I will always stream French pop. That is just a reality.
It's a language built for pop music.
Hmm.
Like when it was being created over the millennium of existence, it was all coming together to make French pop music.
Hmm.
Yeah, Georgios Papadopoulos. France is my favorite French intro. Oh, I already said that one. Sorry. I meant to click on Peter. Hello, Peter. Peter Hadich with I know most of the lyrics. I don't speak French. My winner this year.
It's
And
like single syllabic French words. Very helpful
yeah,
for language and as a pop song.
honestly, I'm gonna say this about French songs at Eurovision, and Junior as well. They like this. If you need to just learn vocab, they're great for like learning your French vocab too,
Hmm.
because it's like
Yeah,
a
they
lot of the
really
words
are.
are super simple, easy to understand. I appreciate it.
Hmm.
I really do because it's like okay, like you can go into this like my not the best or my French textbook near me. I might my not the best understanding of the French language and go okay, yeah, I totally can follow this one. I know what's happening here lyrically. I appreciate that from France.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, no. And Peter Hodges also said definitely a potential winner. I think so. I think so
Hmm.
because it does stand out on the playlist.
It can happen. France and Armenia might have a new rivalry going on the way Georgia and Poland did.
I mean, honestly, if we could have like a four-way rivalry, like Georgia, Poland, France,
Armenia. I mean, UK
Armenia,
could also be a slugger. Like it's
we
really
don't
open.
know.
We're gonna talk about more of those guys, okay?
Yeah, no, but that's another one.
Yeah.
France is fab. Let's talk about Georgia.
Georgia. Yes, Anastasia and Ranina singing Over the Sky.
Which, real quick, why are they calling the two boys Renina? That's like the name of their national final. If you step on that keyboard,
It is the name of the national final, isn't it?
yeah,
it's so it's almost like if you took uh Marcus and Martinez, had them be the background singers for Loreen and just called them Melody Festival.
yeah.
I totally forgot that that was the name of the national final.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why is that so funny? It's fine. But Ranina, yeah, I assume that is collectively the two boys because I see two names and three children. So,
Yeah. I'm guessing that's what happened with the two boys. I can't remember their real names. They're Renina now.
yeah. We're gonna need to find their real names and announce them out to the world
Oh, goodness,
because
baby. Sorry, I'm
because
trying to keep him from
this.
jumping on stuff.
Oh yeah, no, he's seriously trying to sabotage you. Well, it looks like he actually succeeded at that. Oh my gosh, you could see the ugly side of like the flags there, you guys. Sorry about that. But anyways, we were starting to talk about the Georgian song. And as I wait for Lily to come back on, let me just say this song was another one that I found to be very complicated. When I first listened to the song, I didn't get it. But the second time around, I was so bewildered by it. I was so overwhelmed with the quality of it. It kind of reminds me of like I want to say Disney circa 1997 type soundtrack
Okay.
with a very inspiring kind of lyrical direction. It has like a mystical flow and it's very eventful. I love it. I really, really, truly, deeply love this song, and I seek this song out all the time
Yes.
because it creates so many different experiences,
Mm-hmm. No,
so many
agreed.
layers.
It's beautiful. Like Georgia knows how to make a beautiful song.
Hmm.
Like also another gorgeous language. I need more things in
Hmm.
Georgian. No, this is just absolutely lovely. Like you mentioned Disney, I get Disney. It's better than the Disney songs and the new Disney movie coming out this year. I don't make you pay. I don't make you paying rent. I don't know. That songwriter, but I looked up who the songwriter is for that song that's getting dragged, and I understand why. She's a terrible songwriter. Like literally, I can't think of a single song she's written that's actually good. It does not make me want to roast her.
I can't wait to do my research.
But yeah, no, this is great. This is gorgeous. It's like magical, it's sweet, it's sweeping, it's epic. It's like everything I want it to be. And like again, it's just absolutely beautiful. Like I was cleaning dishes and I paused what I was doing and like go make sure I was listening to like the junior playlist still. And it didn't switch over to like my like musical theater nerd playlist. It's just really beautiful.
Mm-hmm. When you say epic, that really I think speaks to its main quality because it feels like you're watching a film almost. Like there's a sense of heroism that prevails when you get to the very end of the song. That it's incredibly unique, and the fact that it's in the Georgian language makes it all that more special.
Okay, Carmen says, is it wrong to say I would prefer that she was the only one singing and performing? I would say no. And the reason why I think that you're not wrong for that is just the fact that like she won the contest. Why are these other two here? They're not really giving me anything.
It's for the harmonies. It's for the
I
really, really
understand
nice
that.
harmonies.
I understand it's for the harmonies. I appreciate it's for the harmonies. But like maybe it's just the fact that like I think that maybe if this is how Georgia wants to move forward, where they have the runners up doing like the backing vocals live and like giving them credit for being there, I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
But like you can have pre-recorded backing vocals with Junior. And I mean, I do appreciate that maybe that's what they're going for is like we don't want pre-recorded backing vocals now. We want like live backing vocals, and I can appreciate that because yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, then again, what was the point of the pre-contest?
I mean, maybe just to choose your backing vocalist, you know? Which
Yeah.
at least that way the kids also look at him. He's biting me again. Stop it. I mean, that way the kids who are competing are getting like a consolation prize. You know?
I mean, yeah, it's like they get to participate on behalf of their country at Junior Eurovision. Like that's the greatest constellation prize.
Yeah. And then like Georgios Papadopoulos says, I think Georgia could do very well with the jury, but I don't see children at home connecting with the way they would with Armenia, France, Spain, or the UK. I can see that as well. Like I can see this being a jury favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But like it still works for me.
I feel like a good staging package could really have an upset. Like a good staging package could really change the kind of jury leaning perspective because like as soon as I heard this, I knew I was like, this is jury lean.
What about maybe it's gonna be like what's that song, Whisper from the Heart? From when the year they hosted last?
Voice of the Heart. And that is one of the best Junior Eurovision songs of all time.
You're gonna fall.
All time.
He's right in front of my screen, so I cannot see what you're saying to me. And I cannot see chat, just so you guys
How many
know.
fingers am I holding up?
Dude, I can't. The cat's not a window. I'm gonna just move this over to the side so I can see still. Here we go. Yeah, no, okay. I told you you're gonna fall.
He didn't listen.
He
When
never
he
listens to
doesn't
me.
listen.
He never listens to me. Okay. He's a very not listening boy. Yeah, no. I feel like, because I know with Journey to the, like, not, was it, I'm sorry, what was it called? Journey
Voice
to
of
the
the
Heart?
Heart. Mm-hmm.
Voice of the Heart. Whispers of the Heart is a movie, is a Ghibli movie. Journey to the Heart is something else. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, that song, it's great. I can see it going that way, where it was really loved by the juries, where the public kind of were like, kind of lukewarm on it.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, that's cool, because you got to appeal to the jury still anyway. And
and the jury's just got a little more power.
Yeah. Gusto. Georgia is cute, and that's about all I have to say about the song. But Georgia does weird switcheroos for JESC sometimes, and the boys both competing last year, actually. Okay, so the boys were both at last year's Renina. Okay.
So they're familiar with the process, except they kind of succeeded this time.
Yeah.
Got it.
Carmen, I think this year Georgia will not be in the top 5.
I could see that.
I could see it being top 5 with jury, but with the public vote kind of pulling it down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's go from Georgia to another country that begins with a G. And that country
Germany's
is
back, y'all. Germany is back.
And they brought something good. I enjoy this one. It is Fia singing, or the singer is Fia, and she is singing Ohne Wörter. Without words. I know that one from my Duolingo lessons. Yeah. I like this. I think it has like this quality to it where the music keeps swelling throughout the whole song.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's kind of like with France this year at Adult Eurovision. But it has an actual peak to it. And it's not just like a bunch of little peaks happening each time you hit the verse or the chorus. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And her voice is sweet. Like, she just seems very, like, the whole package is very sweet. I love the use of German Sign Language.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact I learned recently because I got curious about this. But did you know American Sign Language is not a Germanic language? It's actually a Romance language because it comes from French.
It comes from French Sign Language? Oh, that's interesting. I would have never known that.
It's not in the same language like it's not like in the same family branches that English is.
That is so interesting. What? But French is?
I mean, it's because it's like the way that sign languages are like the way that different sign languages is, like, sign languages form in a similar manner to language, but they also form separate from like spoken language. So yeah, American Sign Language, like standard American Sign Language, because even in American Sign Language, you have different dialects.
Yeah.
So like the
Accents,
standard American,
as I've heard.
Yeah, like the standard American Sign Language is based off of French.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love like the incorporation of it with the singing. It looks like she's doing it in a way where it's like she's intentionally speaking two languages at the same time.
Yeah, which, oh my gosh.
Like, and
more
it's
power
so
to you, sweetheart.
skillful. It's so impressive how she does that. And like the lyrics of this song they might be my favorite lyrics of the entire contest. They're so deep, they're so layered, they're so compassionate. I was truly, honestly, very much moved by the end of the song after understanding the lyrics. Dang, I was almost on the verge of tears. Like, that song, and like as you were saying, like it swells and swells and swells, kind of like from a seed at the beginning.
Yeah.
And you just feel so warm and welcome at the end of it. This is what Junior Eurovision is about. I really, really like that kind of feeling. So, Fia, Germany, it's not going to be bottom 2 year for you, girl.
No,
it's
never.
Susan, love Pauline, but yeah.
It's also one of those things where, like I said, the music swells and everything, but it also has a driving force to it. Musically, it kind of makes me think of, oh goodness, I'm going to bring out an old one. Can't Stop It. Is that what that Macklemore song?
Macklemore, Can't Stop. Oh,
Can't Stop Us.
I have like it's like on the tip of my tongue.
What was it called?
I know
That had
what
that
you're
same kinda,
talking
like,
about.
driving piano quality to it,
Yeah, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about with
and
like
that
a
keeps
slight
you
stagger. Yeah.
yeah, and it keeps you going and going and going and building, and it never really, like, drops you.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I really do think that I think it's a solid song that's really "Can't Hold Us" is what Georgios Papadopoulos
Can't
says.
hold us. Yeah, that's
Thank
what it
you.
was.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really well constructed song that keeps it going and driving the whole time, and I really think that Germany can be proud of that.
Hmm. And also, I mean, like, you don't need choreography. She's speaking two languages.
Yeah,
Ah, gosh, I'm really just so in love with the fact that she's doing that. It's amazing.
yeah. So Navata was a very cute song, and our broadcaster did the right thing, but I have to say I like Imagine Us too. The voters didn't.
I loved
Um,
Imagine Us. It was so sweet.
I didn't really watch the German national final for junior, unfortunately, this year.
No, no, no. Imagine Us was the last German entry
Oh, okay.
in
Oh
Paris,
my
in
gosh.
Paris. Imagine Us. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it was very like um I forget the name of the band, but yeah.
It was sweet.
Hmm.
Peter Hanich, I knew her. I watched The Voice Germany blind auditions. She also used sign language, which made Elena emotional. Okay, so and
Yeah.
then correction, The Voice Kids Germany. Okay, do we have a Voice Kids in America?
I don't know if they do, then there
I
aren't
feel like
any.
everyone else does.
Yeah. I mean, we probably have like weird protections and laws to
Well,
like.
I mean, they make the kids compete with adults on like America's Got Talent.
Hmm.
Who knows? I'm sorry. But yeah. No, I mean, okay, so she's like a known entity in Germany. I
Hmm.
mean, I like the fact that there's like these kids talent shows.
Yeah.
It gives them something to focus on because I feel like we used to have those here in the 90s.
They used to be a thing. I mean, like
Yeah.
even back in like the 2000s, like talent shows were a thing when I was in elementary school, primary school.
Oh, like at our school talent shows? Oh yeah, those were a thing.
Mm.
Though those were a thing for sure. Um,
You revisited something.
I did mentally revisit something.
Oh,
Um, yeah. Oh my gosh. And now I'm thinking about Lauren Hill on the Apollo when she got booed. She was like 13. Yeah, no, that's what we do. That's our kids' talent shows. We put them on the adult contest. Um,
eh, but
Augusta
they're
says that
cute. They can sing.
Telemundo maybe had one a few years ago. Yeah.
Telemundo.
Okay. Sorry.
Mhm.
So let's go ahead and let's go to Ireland with
Yes,
Jessica McKean and Ashling, right?
Ashling. Yeah.
The only reason I know how to pronounce that is because I had a book where the main character, her name was Ashling.
Mm. I know how to pronounce it because I stayed at a hotel called Ashling.
There you go. Ireland once again is doing the thing they do, like Ireland. Like, oh,
So this
it's good.
song it's feels like the sequel to Soulless, which was last year's Junior Eurovision
Mhm.
song. I say that because like lyrically it has that same kind of storytelling, searching like for a light, searching for a person aspect to it, but also like at the bridge, at the very end of the bridge, Sophie Lennon. You know,
Yeah,
it's like you hear Sophie Lennon's voice and you see Sophie Lennon in the golden light, and then she's just swaying there with Jessica. It feels like a sequel.
yeah, it
It feels
does.
like a sequel.
But like, I feel like all of the junior Irish songs, except for IOU. Oh no, because IOU kind of felt connected to what's his name from a couple of years ago. Oh my gosh, what was that other boy? Because they've only sent like two boys.
Sean or something. Was his name like Sean? Yeah, he kind of had that like Green Day song.
Yeah, like that kind of like pop punk song.
That
I like that. That was
was
fun.
good. Yeah, that was fun. That was a
That
jam.
and like IOU kind of are married together and like
Mhm.
their own universe. And then like the songs for the girls always kind of seem kind of connected too. But
They
yeah,
always
no,
kind of
I
have
think
like duo energy for between the years.
Yeah, and, like, I like the fact that, like, in the music videos, you'll see, like, past Irish Eurovision winners or past Irish Eurovision entries, and then
There's cameos everywhere you look.
it's
Like, this is
great,
why
I love the cameos.
the Irish music videos are always the best because you always get your favorite cameos, and it's just like,
Just like,
"You guys are here today? Yay!"
yeah, they came, my friends came. It's exciting, it's, like, the best crossover episode of your favorite cartoon. I love it, like,
Mhm.
yeah, no,
Like
but the
Neve
song is
Kavanagh and Ryan O'Shaughnessy in the IOU music video.
probably looked like he wanted to die. Um, no,
Neve was
honestly,
having a time.
like, I'm sorry because someone said something I was thinking in my head, so I have to highlight it. Corral says, "Can please Ireland do what ESC like and Belgium or Russia in their moment did it? Both have two broadcasters at the EBU. They exchange every year and let TG4 make the ESC a couple of years." Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
sorry, like their current RTA is not going to be making anything like half as good what TG4 has been doing at junior.
They've been trying, allegedly. They've been making attempts, according to them.
TG4 would not have allowed that camel toe
TG4 would not
to
have
occur.
allowed it.
They would have refused. Oh gosh, because I mean, I think about how much we've been begging for like some Irish at adult Eurovision. They've only ever sung a song in Irish once.
Yeah, and it was one of their best songs, and they never revisited it.
Yeah,
I'm
no, I
sorry. Irish Gaelic is one of the like prettiest languages I love to hear sung. It is such a musical language. What
it
are you guys
is.
doing? What are you doing?
Now I'm thinking about when I deep dived into Irish music traditions and styles of music and technique. And like, yeah, and how like
That
some
that would
like
be fun. I mean, like the closest I feel like they got to that in recent years was like Heartbeat in Copenhagen.
yeah, but that also kind of felt a little theme parky.
Not theme parky.
It was given Busch Gardens.
Yo,
It was giving, yeah. And when you go to Busch Gardens is a theme park. There's two of them in America. I don't know if
I've
you guys
seen
have them in
YouTube
Europe.
videos of Busch Gardens. I would watch like ride compilations, and sometimes they would be at Busch Gardens.
I mean, yeah. So like, I just like I'm
So
saying like
Heartbeat
Busch
would play
Gardens.
there. Like,
Well,
okay,
there's
but
like when you go into Ireland because you come into the theme park. So
Mhm.
it's a theme park built around beer. So of course Ireland's there. And so you come into the theme park and you go to the Irish section. There's like a little hut, like a little house theater you go into, and they'll have like Irish dancing and stuff happening in there.
That's fun. But you're saying they would play Heartbeat?
Yeah, Heartbeat sounds like something I would hear when walking through the Irish pavilion.
Oh my gosh, look at you, girl. You made for venue pop music.
I
But
know.
that was that lady,
This is
Jessica
Ashling.
McKee,
This is Jessica McKean singing
is
Heart
not a theme
Ashling.
park lady.
Okay,
She is
let's
a
talk about.
princess.
No, she is, and the song is beautiful. What does Ashling mean? I feel like I should know what it means.
It means like dream or something. I believe it's called like dream. Don't quote me on that though.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
George
or
Papadopoulos
dreaming.
says the problem is that under 100,000 people in Ireland are actually able to speak it. I mean, that's true, but like, you don't have to be fluent in a language to sing in it. Look at half the people who go to Eurovision with songs in English.
Hmm.
You know.
And that actually does bring me to the next country if you're finished talking about Ireland.
Yeah, we can talk about Italy.
So, this song has one of my favorite English lines in the entire contest, and it goes, "And if you run in the grass or in a rainy road, I'll find a space between friends just like you."
Beautiful.
This song is so random everywhere. It's so
So
random.
let's just introduce it. It's Melissa and Reina Aranya with the song Un Mundo Giusto.
Yes. And it's a bop. This is a
It's
bop. It's fun. It is eventful. You feel like you're at like a Filipino wedding. You you get like drama. I feel like the two girls are singing at each other, but like on different topics. I love the fact that it's just spontaneous. It's
Mhm.
outrageous. It's not trying to fit into any mold.
Honestly, agreed. Like, it is wild. I was, like, listening I was like, "What is this?" when I was listening to it yesterday. It's like, "What is happening?" Um,
It's
Filipino wedding energy and all.
I mean, it's almost like if you took, like, a San Remo year, put it
Oh
through
my
an AI
god.
processor, and then kick the AI processor in the throat.
It's wild.
I love
Um,
it though. It's not trying to fit into any perspective. It is just pure, unique energy.
Honestly, Melissa and Rania are there to have a good time, and, like, we're just living in their worlds at this point.
I want to know the process behind the
Honestly,
entire
yeah,
thing.
I mean, like, at the same time, though, I kind of felt a little disappointed by this one.
Hmm.
And, like,
Why?
I say that as in, like, I was expecting like, a little more upbeat. This is, like, really mid-tempo,
It
and for
is.
some reason, I was like, "Oh, yeah, we're gonna get, like, another upbeat kind of fun poppy song with these 2 girlies," and I didn't quite get that, which, again, was what I was kind of expecting going into it.
Mhm.
Um, there's just something about it that also feels a little languid to me. Like, it's missing some of the energy it would need to, like, full-blown be amazing for me, personally.
Yeah. I kind of picked up a disjointedness between like the track itself and the music video.
The music video
Like
does not suit the song. I
the
don't
the
know what's
mu-
happening.
the music video is more random than the song. And this song is the most random song
So,
I've
like,
heard in a while.
back on the internet, in the early days of the internet, people used to go, "Oh, watch this crazy Japanese music video. It doesn't make any sense."
And you'd be like, wow, I'm never gonna forget what I just saw.
Like, there's some that people go like, "What?" Like, my favorite musician, one of my favorite songs by him, the music video is him popping out of a box and, like, just wandering around a field. Like, he's in a cardboard box. He jumps out of the cardboard box and then just wanders around a field for, like, 3 minutes.
I think I have a vague memory of that. I think I have a vague memory of the music video you're talking about. If you
It's
can find it, send it to me because I think I know what you're talking about.
okay, I'll have to send you some Ashita Genki ni Nare.
Yeah.
Right? Or is Tenki the one with the music video? It's the same song, but one word is different in the
I used to have a
title.
playlist. I used to have a playlist with all of them. So like
Like, I have
just
to
hit
pull
me.
up, like, I have to pull out CDs because, like I said, there's 2 different
CDs.
versions.
Woo.
Yeah, there's multiple versions of the song. Yeah, sorry. Um, right. It's fine. I don't know where this is gonna really land. I feel like it's gonna be, like, mid-table when the dust settles. But yeah.
There was a moment when this song was like my winner. There was a moment when it was my winner. Yeah. So Melissa and Rania are gonna take the stage in Nice and they're gonna deliver this song and defy all expectations.
I mean, hey,
Let's go, girls. Yes.
let's go. Yeah,
L'Italia.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to rush, but, like, we've got over an hour, so,
Oh,
moving
oh,
forward.
oh wow, we are.
I
Okay.
know, we're speeding right
Wow.
along.
Shoot. Time flies, you guys.
Right, so let's talk about also real quick. Song is
Mhm.
Yulin. Oh, no, sorry, singer is Yulin. Song is Stronger. This one, to me, is similar to Albania, where it's just, like, a powerhouse R&B vocal.
Mhm.
Like, girl, where are you storing that at? And then I saw how tall she is compared to adults, and I was like, "Oh, it makes sense. You got the lung capacity." Like,
Mhm.
yeah, no, this is good.
She has like woman lungs. Like she has the singing ability of someone who has like grown fully within the industry. It's really
Yeah,
impressive to see what she could pull off. Like and the track itself, it gives me like I am Sasha Fierce vibes, if
it
that makes sense at
does
all.
kind of it does
Yeah.
do that kind of Beyonce. That's why I went R&B with it. It's
Uh-huh.
very, very, very much R&B.
Mhm.
Like, it's really of that, like, powerhouse R&B vocal performance, and I like it a lot. I think it's
Mhm.
fabulous. I do have
Key
one
changes
complaint.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Key
I
changes.
have one complaint, and it's the same complaint Augusto has, which is Malta's too adult for my liking at junior. I feel like it is a bit too mature. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
However, if my biggest complaint about your song is it sounds like a grown woman is singing this, but like lyrically, it doesn't do anything that's too adult. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just like
it's pretty standard.
the sheer talent she has and like the style which she sings. Which again,
Mm-hmm.
another thing that blew my mind, Christmas music wise, that song "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree" is sung by a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah,
You
finding
could have
that
told me
out, that was wild. When I found that out, that was wild.
like,
And like the
that's a
promo shot of her
13-year-old.
from way back then, and she still looks like 40.
Well, to be fair, everyone looked 40 back then. Like,
Like
if I
it was chic though. That was
Jordan,
fun. That was
I'm
poppin'.
gonna have to show you my grandmother's yearbook one day.
Yes. Oh my
My
gosh, I would love
grandmother's
it.
yearbook when she graduated, like 1956 is the year she graduated. Wait,
56. Oh, Eurovision debut, huh?
yep, 55. She graduated in 1955.
Oh, 55.
Yeah, so
A very year.
yeah, gosh, I have to show you their wedding certificate. That's
Oh
for
my
off
God.
stream.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, definitely send it over off the record, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Carmen also says a point, which is I guess we'll see her in the future national section for ESC. Yeah.
She looks like she wants it. She sounds like she wants it. So look
Yeah.
forward to that happening because these kids grow up and want to go to adult Eurovision. Look at every like junior Eurovision act from Malta. A lot of them want the adult contest bad.
Yeah, no, like so the song is good. She
Mhm.
sounds great. Like my biggest issue with the song is that it does sound a bit adult, but like not in a negative way. There's another
It's
song on here that sounds adult in a
gospely.
negative
It's
way. We'll talk.
very gospely.
Yes, it has that like, but that suits the R&B style too.
Mhm.
It like has that quality of like you grew up in church and that's where you learned how to sing, and like just really big powerhouse vocal. Like yeah, Malta fabulous.
Very well done, Malta.
Let's go on to your grandmother's favorite song. The Netherlands with Sepp and Yasmin singing "Holding On to You."
This is another song that was written for Filipinos. It was completely written for Filipinos, like Eurodance type beat with lyrics when there are only like 10 lyrics. Yes, like give it to the Filipinos. The Dutch song, you guys, it's kind of more, I want to say more typical for junior Eurovision for the
Mm-hmm.
Netherlands. They would not send this kind of a thing to adult Eurovision. They just don't have that much fun.
It's fine. It's very repetitive in the way that like Eurodance genre is, and that's kind of like why I'm not
Mhm.
the biggest fan of this genre personally.
It
They
kind of
sound
to
good
me,
together.
yeah.
My favorite parts of the song are like when they're having their harmonies together. I think
Mhm.
that's where it really shines. Um, just everything else around it, I'm kind of just gonna like.
To me, it kind of sounds like you know, like the music that people sometimes play, like at the end of their YouTube videos, just like "Thanks for watching." It's like "Thanks for
Yeah,
watching" music. Like,
like
oh
yeah.
yeah, like yeah,
Here's my
you
next video
downloaded
you can
this.
watch.
Yeah, and it's just like this beat costs $40.
If even.
But I mean, they got chemistry. It seems fun and like the easy Eurodance type beat. It's gonna be accessible for all the kids.
Yeah, it is. I can see this doing well with the children, but with the juries, it maybe not doing the best in the world.
Hmm. We'll keep an eye on it though, because I do know that this song has a lot of support behind it.
The Netherlands know how to market their stuff at Eurovision,
Mhm.
at junior, within the country. And because you can vote for your own country, you
It
know?
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
how yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about North Macedonia.
Mhm.
Samara Gurjeska with Kazmi Koi.
So we
Yeah.
talked about mature earlier, but
Mm-hmm.
we did not mean this mature.
I think the
Woo.
song is more mature than her, though, with it. Like the musically written.
Mm.
I feel like that's where the maturity lies. It's not really with like the vocal.
Mhm.
performance, but she still sounds amazing.
Yeah. To me, this is so Balkan ballad, you know? Like, this
Yeah.
is something that you could hear in passing on, like, Balkan, like, stations on Spotify, or even if you were just, watching, like, a national final from the Balkans, you're gonna get
Hmm.
something that more or less has this sound, has this, like, execution, vocal style, tempo. Like, it is very significantly Balkan, and the beat drop too is so,
Hmm.
so, so native. It's a very nice sound. It's incredibly unique.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful. I think I'm seeing a lot of people giving it a lot of love online too.
Mhm,
It's good. It's just like not necessarily what I want from Junior, and
mhm.
there's not really anything in it besides it being a Balkan ballad, which I do love a Balkan ballad, that makes me like love it as much as like I feel like with songs like Malta or Albania this year.
Yeah. It's a little
Yeah,
more unassuming.
yeah. Peter Hadich says I love it,
I love it
and then
too.
two
It's
Maltese
great.
flags. Oh, not Maltese. Oh my god, two North Macedonian flags. I am
Scandal.
sorry. I saw an M. I meant Maltese. I apologize. And then this one I'm afraid is going to get undeserved result. I feel like this is going to end up lower than it should be.
Mm.
Like this
Like, the
should
kids, I don't
be,
feel like are gonna catch it as well as the
yeah.
adults did.
And I feel like the adults also are not going to give it the right amount of love it deserves either.
Mm.
Carmen says I love the song, but I can see it being being too mature. Yeah, yeah.
And the music video is also very random.
You like a random video.
Mhm.
North Macedonia should do extremely well with the jury, but I don't. But I think the children are going to gravitate towards other songs. That's what I think
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, I
I
could
think
see
that
that.
like I don't know, because like either the jury is gonna like go fully behind like one song and carry it all the way to victory, or it's gonna also be really tight results, which I would be okay with. I
Mhm.
like when results are super tight at
Yep, me
junior,
too.
especially.
Makes for a great show.
Yeah, it does, and we need more of that in adult Eurovision.
Mhm.
So
No
let's
more
talk about
bottlenecking.
right, please. Um, yeah. Let's talk about Poland then. Do you want to try to
Y
say this name because I'm gonna butcher it?
Yeah, so Poland is gonna be represented by Maya Krzyzewska with the song "I Just Need a Friend."
This is
Alright.
sad. I was like,
It's
yo, someone go be this little girl's friend. Like, what is
like,
happening?
Poland was like, "I'm gonna be anything I wanna be," and then it's just like, "I'm a superhero," and then, like, "No one can stop me," into, like, "Let's go to the club," and now it's just like, like, "My place on earth, I never had one." Girl, you good?
Right?
Like, do we need to, like, do you have
Like,
somewhere to stay
what?
tonight?
It's like really sad. I'm like, what is happening? Like, what is oh, it's awful.
It's
And
so
I feel like
profoundly sad.
I don't mean it like in a bad way when I say it's awful because it's a good song
Mhm.
and it's performed well, but I'm like, why are we singing like this? This is really sad. And like that's the first emotion I had. I was like, again, I think I was like rearranging my spice cabinet. I was like, what? This baby, someone like go give her a hug. Like someone be her I'll be her friend. Like I'm old, little Polish girl. I don't always want to hang out with me. But like I'll be your friend. Just someone give her friendship. Like
It's like I've never heard a song in Junior sound so lonely. Like, it sounds so
right?
lonely.
There's another song I feel sounds
Gosh.
really lonely too.
Yeah, yeah.
And like we'll talk about that one in a minute, but like it's good, but just like I those lyrics in English just hit you and you're like, okay,
The fact that like the first lyrics are "My place on earth, I never had one," and it's in English for everyone to
yeah,
understand,
yeah.
then we're all just kinda like, like, we
Is
all
this about like
glance
an
in that
orphan?
direction
Like I
in
don't
shock.
know. Yeah, no, I just that's all I can think of. That's all I
Yeah,
can literally think of.
yeah, but it's good, like, it's a good
Yeah,
song. Like, I enjoy the song, and I like how it's structured a lot, but I'm not able to get over just the introduction of just, like, this profound sadness.
like poor thing.
Mhm. It's different for Poland. Like, they have kept it so upbeat and happy and optimistic and positive, and now it's just like, "I don't have a friend, you guys." Like,
Poor me.
ouch. Ouch.
Yeah, no. Carmen says, I like the song, but I like the song. I like her, but it's a bit on the safe side in direct competition with Estonia's song.
Ooh, you think they're going head to head in certain elements, huh?
I can see that being the case.
I
But
could
I
see
feel like
them in
Estonia
like,
does it better.
I think I need to listen to them together in order to come to deduction. At least me personally.
Well, for me personally, Estonia, I feel like is just a better song. And it
Hmm.
doesn't hit me with the English lyrics that made me go, poor thing, right off the bat.
Yeah.
You know, that's a positive for Estonia.
Yeah, at least Arhana doesn't make you feel like you need to call someone over international lines to make sure this little girl has somewhere to stay tonight.
Like, is she safe? Does she have
Yeah.
shelter? Like, what's
Oh,
happening? And another song that felt really sad to me was Portugal. I'm
yeah,
kind
and
of
that's the
getting into
next one.
that.
Oh my gosh. That is also like lyrically extremely sad, but a
Right.
different kind of sad. It's a different kind of unbelonging.
And that's Yulia Machado with the song Where Do I Belong? And I'm just like, okay, when I first was listening to these, I thought they were the same song. Like, because in the
Interesting.
playlist, they came back, like, the playlist is in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
And, like, I wasn't watching my screen or anything. And I was like, is this song still going on? She already talked about she didn't have a place. I was like, oh,
Mhm.
okay. Yeah, like, so mentally kind of mix the two up at certain points.
Yeah.
But this is also really sad.
A different kind of not feeling like you belong somewhere sad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how to like adequately describe it, but like this is less unpredictable for Portugal than it is for Poland, because Portugal knows how to do sad, they know how to do single wavelength, sharpen the emotion, make it kind of like blow up from the inside out, and then finish at the end, and then you're left with a certain emotion. They do
Yeah.
that. Like, that's what Portugal does. Poland doesn't do that. So that it was
No.
startling in that regard. In Portugal, it's a little less unpredictable, but it's still sad.
Is it gonna top? I am young, but I know what's to.
Time is running out to save the hurt. Wait, oh my gosh, what was that from?
Save
What
the
year and
earth.
what country?
That was Portugal.
Oh my gosh.
I
I
just
wonder
remember
how
because
that
I had
girl's
her
doing
on
now.
stage, like by
Yes.
herself. I was just like,
In that little brown
this,
dress, and she was just like jumping up and down, like,
yeah.
yes. No, that icon. Icon
I
for life.
got. I just feel like I'm afraid that they're gonna stage just like that, and it's gonna make it even more sad for me.
I like in the
Um.
music video, like the painted face look. I
Mhm.
hope they do something with that aesthetically, because that did something to me emotionally. And yeah, like I hope they hang on to that. It was really good visually, and it is not expensive. It's not a ton
No,
expensive.
that's what Carmen agrees with. I'm looking forward to Portugal's staging and her performance because the video looks promising.
Mhm.
I think that this could do better in the ballad category that we have kind of going on. If they kind of stick with that same aesthetic from the music video,
Yeah.
because that'll help
Yeah.
it stand out. Like, I don't
Uh-huh.
know what way the other ones are gonna go that are kind of like these sad ballads situations, but they don't really have they don't seem like they're gonna lean into something a little more colorful. And with the
Yeah.
color that children like colors, right? Or am I crazy?
Children like colors. No, they like
Okay.
colors. Yeah. They can name like six.
Oh my god.
So yeah, Portugal. Well done. I still like the song. Like it had it's I think you're muted. I cannot hear you.
I was muted. Um sorry. Yeah, no, Augusto Dominguez, out of all the ballads this year, Portugal is like the one I like the most. I guess that.
It is impressive. I mean, like it's repetitive, but it's the Portuguese kind of repetitive where it's like you
Mhm.
lean into it and it becomes something.
Yeah, no. I think it's a strong again, I can see the jury's liking this, and I think this is one of the ballads that the kids might like more.
Mhm.
Just especially if they do keep that music video aesthetic going.
Yeah, Portugal. They do have promise. I see them potentially like doing well, especially among the ballads.
Yeah. Let's talk about Spain. Let's talk about Sandra Valero and Love You,
Whew.
which is
Portugal's
cute.
only
This is
neighbor
cute.
going sugar, 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 sugar. This
It's
is
so
so sugary sweet. It is the sweetest song of the bunch.
yeah, it's adorable. It's like I
Hmm.
love that it's so loving.
Hmm.
It's really fun and upbeat and really sweet. And I'm like, yeah, like this is like
Hmm.
I could see this being me practicing my Spanish vocab and like making up a little song.
Mhm. It's giving a very like Macy's Black Friday blowout, but
It does have a bit of a Black Friday shopping appeal.
like it's Christmassy, you know? Like
Yeah.
there's like an overwhelming Christmassiness about it. And I remember being a kid, being so excited for Christmas and just the love everywhere and everything. And this
Yeah.
enchants that because the lyrics are about being able to like speak other languages, to learn their culture, to dream in other languages, experience the world. As a kid, like that's an amazing dream to have.
As a kid, that's all I wanted. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I used
Yeah.
to love going to the Children's Museum for that reason
Mm,
and going to the
mhm.
International Children's Festival.
Wow, that must have been nice. We didn't have anything like that out here.
Oh yeah, we used to have every year they have a festival. One year we didn't go because it got canceled because of planes. And so I just aged myself there. Um
Interesting.
the festival happens like early September. And you know how old I am. So you can guess what
Duh,
happens.
duh, duh. Anyways,
But yeah, like no, it's like basically they had like different kids from around the world come and like perform. So like you'd have like dancers from different countries come and like
I've
it was
always
really
wanted to
fun.
go to something like that. I've always wanted to go. If they still have them, then I might swing by and check it out.
Oh yeah,
Let's
no, the
see.
children's festival is great, and then there's also like one for like more grown up one we have in DC every year as well. That's like held at the National Mall. Oh yeah, so
Mm,
Georgios Papadopoulos says yes, Spain. I love this song. I think it's one of the possible winners too. Children can adore this. I think a lot of kids will relate to this.
yeah.
I really
Yes.
can see this possibly winning. That's what I like about Junior. It's like I'm not like looking at this like, oh, this is a clear winner.
Hmm.
Because like I'm like, there's like 6 different songs. Like, yeah, this could win. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is one I could see at the lowest top 5. This is not
Uh-huh.
slipping down too low in my
Kids
opinion.
are gonna love this. I mean, even as an adult, I love this. It is such an earworm. Like it is so
Hmm.
like as soon as you hear it for the first time, it'll be in your head forever. It is just so sweet, so joyful, so nice. It reminds me of all the nice things about this season.
Yeah, exactly. And then Augusto Domingo says, can they win, please?
Ooh, Spain has so many cities where they'd be able to host Junior Eurovision too. That would be such a fun contest. No, they
I'd be
honestly
down
need to
for a
win.
Spanish one.
They've needed to win since Marte. They've needed to win since Palante. It's been crazy. Spain have taken Junior Eurovision so seriously. I'm so ready for them to win.
Oh, sorry. Honestly, like France, Spain, another country we're going to talk about in a few minutes here. Their luck's not the best at adult Eurovision, but they seem to take junior super duper seriously.
And I really wonder why that is. I want like an academic study into why this is. Maybe we need to conduct the study.
Yeah, that's my PhD is in Eurovision studies. It's very special PhD, very specific. Georges Papadopoulos says, I will vote for Spain. So Augusto, I'll try. Hey,
I love you.
I've given Spain points. I am.
I've given Spain points.
Yeah.
One time I gave Spain all my points.
Okay. Let's talk about Ukraine real quick. Anastasia Dimitrov with song Chitka.
Another very, very sweet, very, very fun, upbeat entry.
Yes.
This is pop, baby.
It's adorable. It's so sweet. Like it's just like it's nice. It's uplift. It's nice. It's upbeat. It's very
It has a nice folksy little like flare bridge
yeah.
going on that makes it just that much more like cute.
It tells you where exactly in the world it's from,
Hmm.
which I always appreciate. And I think
Aesthetically
that
too.
oh yeah, I
Color
think the
schemes.
performance
Hmm.
is so sweet. I Anastasia is very like just adorable, precious.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And also we don't have a ton of upbeat this
No, we
year.
don't.
Like
And
at this BPM, it'll be exciting.
yeah, exactly. Augusta says this is sugar, spice, everything nice. Ukraine is giving us cutesy, and I'm here for it. It's
Mm,
very sweet. It's
yeah,
very sweet. Georgios Papadopoulos says, I think the Ukrainian song is so cute and children should really like this. I think it's a little underrated in the fandom.
I agree. I think it's
Agree.
underrated too.
The fandom is kind of like not doing what they should be doing with it.
Like it's the kind of song that you'd hear like on those like Barbie toy phones, kind of like Tracción
Yes.
by Rocky Ripper. Like same thing. It's like you hear this on a Barbie toy phone, and it would stick with you for life.
All right. Carmen says sweet, fun, adorable, playful, cute.
All
Okay.
true. All true.
Agreed. And then curl up. I'm gonna have to say this. Curl apostrophe Allard says, I've only heard the song once, the Ukrainian song, and the chorus cannot leave my head. Agreed. It's the chorus sticks with you, and that is a positive thing, especially in a competition like this, because you're gonna remember it.
Mm-hmm. I also love just like the short one where she's like, "Stop."
Yeah.
And it's like in English, and she goes like deep.
Yeah. No. It's
And
so
it's
much
like
fun.
spoken wordish, and you're just like, "Go
Good
get
job,
it,
girl.
Anastasia." Mm-hmm.
All right, and then we have United Kingdom stand unique with the song Back to Life. This is the one I said it's mature, but not in the way I feel like works as much for me.
What do you mean?
Like lyrically, when I was listening to this, I was like, this is a junior song. It kind of
Mm.
had the same feeling like that Freya song had last year, where it seemed like it was like a little bit too adult of a subject matter.
Mm.
I like the fact that it's a girl group. I love a girl group.
Mm-hmm.
I've established this. I think they each get a chance to shine. But like
Big
just the
cuss. They
subject
say
matter of the
hell.
song, yeah, just the subject matter of the song I don't like for Junior.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the subject matter is strange. And also, like, I mean, a lot of things about this are just generally pretty strange. I'm going to address that first.
Yeah.
Like, I like this song. I find it very pleasant. I find it very listenable. But the the beat drop and dance break combination,
Mm-hmm.
it's like spooky but fancy and hopscotch, but it's a bop. I'm very
Yeah.
confused by this as a song.
I mean, I've dropped TLC before. This is giving me 3LW. But
3LW. A little tidy, little promises. Yeah,
yeah,
3LW. Them.
like
Oh my
kind of that
god,
kind of vibe.
3LW.
Um, well, it should be a little more Cheetah Girls, but like, yeah, it's just like it's not. It's a little too mature for me. I enjoy it, but then I
Mhm,
remember, oh yeah, these are like children. So then it makes you kind of go like, I think this is maybe just a little too mature, which is the same issue I had with the UK last year.
mhm.
And like, I'm like, I see you taking it very seriously because I can see this being a song that was meant for someone else who's like a bigger pop act, like an adult pop star.
Yeah.
And so I do think they're taking it seriously, but like I don't like that their idea of taking Junior seriously is sending little girls singing songs that don't feel like little girl songs.
Yeah, this is something that you would probably hear at a national selection for adult Eurovision, just
Yeah.
subject matter wise, strictly.
Yeah, and that's what makes me like if they were 16, it wouldn't bother me as much. But they're like what, like 13, 14?
Yeah, they're like between 12 and 14, I reckon.
Yeah, they're just a little too young for this, I feel like.
Hmm.
Garmin, I do like that we have a girl group, me too. Georges Papadopoulos says, OMG, absolutely love the UK song. It's nice and modern. It will probably do really well winning. Maybe if it gets some jury votes.
I feel like it is so unusual. It could potentially pull it off if it angles the light in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
If it does it in the absolute right way, it can take something that's so unorthodox for Junior Eurovision and make it the most powerful package. It can happen. They can win.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. Like I said, there's like 6 different songs, but we've talked about all the songs.
Mhm.
I think that there are like several on here I could see winning.
Do you have a favorite? What's your favorite?
Honestly,
I'm putting you on the spot.
I know I'm just thinking. On the spot, probably Estonia,
Hmm.
which doesn't feel right for me, but it's
That
also like
that
one
would
of my
not. That
favorites.
does not feel right for you.
Yeah.
That is not something I would nominate for you to like choose as your winner. But I mean, I understand why. Like for being a debut, it is strategic. It's impressive. It is so well crafted.
Yeah. How about you?
Hmm.
What's your favorite?
Malta.
Of course.
And
You're
I mean,
Filipino.
I love so many of the songs on this playlist, but I will always go for a gospely vocal moment. If you know me, you know that could typically skyrocket you right to my first place.
Again, you're Filipino. Like, least shocking information.
Listen. Yeah, come on.
Are you gonna sing the Filipino national anthem now?
No, our viewers aren't here for that.
No,
We've all seen the video of the three boys, okay? They are the only three boys that matter in the Philippines. We've crowned them. There's nothing else we can do. There's also like
And
Kate
then
Barabino and like other ones, but yeah.
Georgios Papadopoulos' top 3 is Armenia, the UK, and Spain. Okay.
Okay, you're in Bop City, I see.
You're in Bop City. Yeah.
You
If
are
I had to
fully
choose,
high tempo.
okay, we're gonna do top 3: Estonia, France, and probably Spain.
Estonia, France, Spain. Wait, Estonia, France, Spain. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. That worked. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's a good like scale of like tempo and styles.
Yeah.
For me, I think I
Carmen?
would go.
Oh, sorry. You see yours. You don't
I
have to
think
be distracted.
I think probably Netherlands, France, and Germany for my top 3. Carmen. Interesting.
Carmen.
That is really interesting. I also think Germany would be my third place. Georgia, my second. Malta, my first.
Okay.
I love Georgia that much. It is so good.
And Peter Hadich says France, Netherlands, and North Macedonia. Okay.
I mean, we're getting a
North
lot of
Macedonia needs
different
some
countries
love.
now here too. Like,
Yeah.
see, it is so open. It's not like cha-cha-cha tattoo, cha-cha-cha tattoo, like we got all for months last year. France is my 4th. Well, I mean, they might actually get 4th.
I did submit my 250, my ESC 250 votes.
I haven't done mine yet.
Belgium. There's some drama there, baby. And I only put one song from this year on my list, and it was neither Cha 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 nor Tattoo.
Okay, I have to start thinking about my ESC 250 votes too. I need to see yours. If you haven't posted them anywhere yet, then you need to send them to me. Yeah, I will definitely would like to see them, and I need to determine mine.
But yeah, no, I think this is a strong year for Junior.
Very much.
I'm excited to see where it's going. The opening ceremony is tomorrow, so I wonder if it's gonna be like as much fun as it was in Eurovision last year, because that opening ceremony was amazing.
I loved that opening ceremony. We got a whole musical. We got a whole Christmas musical. I understood nothing of what was happening, but that didn't matter. There were props, there was music, there was plot twists.
Yeah. And then, yeah, so we have Junior next week, and we will be streaming next week. Maybe. We might have to adjust stream times.
Yeah, well, we might have to adjust because of Junior Eurovision, you guys.
Oh, the Junior Eurovision. Show. Also, this is a holiday week we're heading into, you guys.
Oh yeah, it's we're American, in case everyone hadn't forgot by hearing our accents.
Yeah.
But yeah, we Americans celebrate Thanksgiving, which means we spend time with our families or just whatever. Friendsgiving is also a big thing. Point is, yeah, people take this time off.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll let you guys know by Wednesday if we're streaming or not, or what time we're streaming at. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. We'll be back again, maybe next week, maybe the week after. We'll see. Just follow us on YouTube and check the community tab. And yeah, check out the website, of course. I know we have an article coming out this week, I believe, for the Benidorm Fest artist. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you again soon. Bye.
See you next time, guys. Bye.